On beautiful people, welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I am your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, aka Mr. Mental Healness himself from TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and all the other stuff. So, if this is your first time tuning in, I am a diagnosed narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. I am a self-aware narcissist. This is what I do. I was just on the doctors on CBS the other day, being the self-aware narcissist. Hey, thank y'all so much for the support and things like that. But like I said, if this is your first time tuning in, pretty much the goal of this podcast, this YouTube channel, is to bring awareness to the narcissist, bring awareness to narcissistic abuse, bring awareness to therapy, mental health, validate people on both sides of the spectrum, survivors, victims, and to get narcissists into therapy if that's even possible. Like I said, I've had a few reach out to me. So if you don't know, I've started doing this one-on-one perspective thing on Zoom, where I offer my perspective to people going through situations. I've actually done a few with narcissists on there, and it's actually pretty cool. Because that was my original goal. But to get into today's episode is going to be about a narcissist wasting your time and how they do not care about that at all. So yesterday on TikTok, I posted a video, and Instagram, I posted a video said, a narcissist does not care about wasting your time. They do not care one single solitary bit. Because while doing these one-on-ones, I've been getting a lot of men and women that are reaching out to me and saying, hey, like, and it's crazy because they'll be on the other side of the spectrum. They'll be like, the narcissists be lying to them about leaving their wives and leaving their kids and family and stuff to start a new life and a new relationship with them. Hey, my narcissist, the narcissist in my life, I've been dating him for a few months or a few years or whatnot, and I just found out this person is married. He said they're not happy. She said that they're not happy. They sleep in separate beds. He lives downstairs. She lives upstairs or whatever. Is he going to leave his wife? And it's like, I've been in this for years, and he's been promising me this and this and this. Is he or she going to leave? And I tell them, like, most times it's gonna be no. And the reason why it's no is because I call this the cost benefit analysis. Because I have my degree from engineering from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, NCANT, Aggie Pride. And I do what I say a narcissistic cost benefit analysis. What is it going to cost that narcissist to leave his current situation to be with you? And this doesn't even have to be them being married. This has to be them living somewhere else, having a job somewhere else, having kids somewhere else. This doesn't necessarily have to be having an affair, but most times it's them having an affair and promising to leave. So I asked them, I said, what would it cost that narcissist to leave his current situation? I said a lot of times they would end up having to pay child support. A lot of times they might end up having to pay alimony or spousal support. A lot of times they will have to leave their current household and have less time with their kids in family situations like that. A lot of times they're going to have to lose a lot of friends and things like that. And to gain what? What are they gaining on the other end of what is the benefit? So the cost is laid out to them. The cost is laid out to them directly. They lose convenience. They lose their schedule. They lose a lot of stuff. What is the benefit to them being with you or leaving their current situation to start a new situation with you? What is the benefit? Is it just you? Are you making less money? Do you just happen to look better than their current partner? You have to do a cost benefit analysis to weigh the pros and cons to see if, are you actually a benefit to the narcissist? Because it's all about benefit. Like, what is the cost versus what is the benefit in the narcissist? And like, if you cost more than the benefit, they're not going to leave their current situation, and they do not care how long they have you strung along. I've talked to people. They've been waiting for 7 years, 20 years, 26 years, waiting on a narcissist to leave their wife. Hey, I need time. The narcissist will say something like, hey, just give me time. Look, there's kids involved. I have to get the kids situation straight. Don't worry, I'm going to leave her. I'm not happy. 26 years later, same lies. Hey, there's grandkids involved. Hey, let me get this situation straight. And they do not care. They do not care about wasting your time, because if you sit there and ask them, they say, you look the narcissist in the face and ask them, it's like, hey, why'd you waste my time? Like, you knew you weren't going to leave your wife. You knew you weren't going to leave your husband. You knew you were going to leave your family. You knew you were not going to quit that job. Why did you waste my time telling me that? And they will look you directly in your face and blame you. They will say, hey, you knew what the situation was. You knew it. It's your fault for waiting around. I didn't tell you to wait. You had a choice. You could have left anytime you wanted to. You could have started life anytime you wanted to. And you'll come back and say, no, I couldn't have started my life. You kept promising me, so I was waiting on you. Again, they would say, that's your fault. Nobody held you hostage. Nobody forced you to be in this situation. You did this on your own. You did this to yourself. So by them saying that, they are absolving themselves of any guilt related to you feel like you wasted time waiting to have a family. Because another situation I've run across here lately is a lot of people ask me in these same type of situations, like they want to have, like I ask these people, like, do you want to have kids and a family and stuff like that? They'll be like, yeah, I want to have kids and a family. I was like, how do you know this narcissist doesn't have a vasectomy? If the narcissist is a man, because I know y'all men get in there's a women narcissist too. Yeah, I know I'm a man. I'm talking from the man perspective. I'm like, how do you know this narcissist hasn't had a vasectomy? And you'd be surprised how many have already had vasectomies. They're like in their 40s and 50s have already had vasectomies and grandkids. And you are expecting them to reverse the vasectomy and start from scratch with you to have kids with you. I was like, what? And they, like, I'm telling you, they will string you along. Look, hey, look, I gotta find time to have the surgery so I can reverse this surgery, reverse this vasectomy, and start a family with you, start a new life with you, and things like that. And that cannot be enough to keep you dangling along, to keep you strung along. If they have a vasectomy and they're going to reverse it, they're going to do it as soon as they tell you they're going to do it. They don't dangle you along. They don't string you along. And the crazy thing about this is they will string you along and you'll try to leave them and move on, and they'll make you feel guilty about it. You'll be like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't wait around for you. Like I said, and this is not just the situation where it's just an affair. This is just in life in general. Like, they will string you along and say, when you finally power up and get ready to leave, you're like, okay, I'm done, I'm leaving, I'm going no contact with you. They will make you feel guilty and say, hey, look, the crazy thing is, I was just about to get the vasectomy next week. I was about to schedule it today, but now that you're leaving, never mind. I was just about to leave my wife next week, but now that you're leaving, never mind. I had already put in the transfer request to change my job and to move over there with you. Never mind now. So you have no fate. You're not a ride or die. You're not my ride or die. You don't want to, you're not in this for me. You never really cared about me. They'll guilt trip you into staying longer and wasting more of your time when they don't have the intent to do anything, and they do not care at all. At all. You would look at them in their face and you'd be boo-hoo crying and say, you wasted so much of my time. And they would look you right back in your face with a straight face, calm, cool, and collected, and say, you wasted your own time. Nobody held you hostage here. You could have left at any moment and any time, and you chose to stay. That's on you. I didn't ask you to be here. I didn't force you to be here. Well, sometimes they will ask you, but like, they didn't force you to be there. Like, they didn't force you to be the other woman. Like, I didn't force you to be the other woman. You were the other woman for 10 years. That's on you. That's your fault. You could have found somebody else. But I can't have kids now. I'm in my 40s. I spent my whole 30s waiting on you. They don't care. Look right in your face. Well, you can always adopt. Or there's IVF. Go have IVF with somebody else, not me. And then you get discarded. And then your heart is broken. You feel like you wasted so much time. You get down on yourself. You start having these, unaliving ideations and things like that. I've come across so many stories like that. It's so crazy how similar so many of these stories I get with these one-on-ones. I'm like, and like I said, I'm a narcissist, y'all, so I don't understand the feelings that keep you trapped in these relationships. I understand how we can get you trapped in these like side relationships. I understand that, but I don't understand the feelings that keep you stuck there for so long based on like half truths and like not even half truths, like 25% truths and whole lies. Like, we gotta be like, you gotta get better at recognizing the red flags and the signs that this person is lying to you. It goes past just the scope of narcissism. This just goes to anybody, any toxic person overall and in general. Like, I'm telling you, a narcissist will look you dead in your face while you boo-hoo crying and asking them why. It's like, why did you waste my time so much? You could have just let me go a long time ago. You could have let me go. And they will look you right in your face while you boo-hoo crying, and they will look you right in the face with a straight face and say, I did not waste not 1 second of your time. You wasted your own time by being here. You could have left at any time. You made the choice to stick around. You made the choice to wait around. You made the choice to believe me when I was telling you these lies. That's on you. I'm not taking any responsibility for the decision that you decided to make. This is on you. You boohoo crying and then you're lost. And now you waited 5 years, 10 years, 15 years just to be discarded by somebody that does not care. And they will look at you and blame you, and then you'll start to blame you, and then you'll get down on yourself, and you'll be broken, and you'll start to feel broken, and you'll start to feel completely destroyed. Like, they do not care about wasting your time, y'all. I mean, I'm still a narcissist, so when I say stuff like that, I kind of like, it's still in the back of my head. I kind of believe it. I'm like, yeah, you kind of did stay there. You kind of were having an affair with this person, and now like you expected them to leave. Like, when you have an affair with a narcissist, they will never ever trust you. Like, if that narcissist is married and then you are married, and you are sleeping around with them, you are having an affair with them, they will not trust you from that point forward, because they already know what type of person you are. They're like, well, I already know what type of person you are. You slept with me while I am married. I know what type of person you are, so I cannot trust you. And if they do ever happen to leave their wife or their husband for you, they were going to treat you terribly, because they cannot trust you from the jump. They're like, I know what type of person you are. You were messing around with me. I know who you are. I don't trust you. Why would I trust you after you messed around with me? And as crazy as that sounds, you messed around with me, now I don't trust you because I was married. You see how that works? You see the mental gymnastics that a narcissist does inside their heads to keep you strung along, to absolve themselves of any guilt, and to put all the guilt and all the blame on you? That's the thought process. That's how my mind works. That's how their mind works. Because I know the behavior. If you do a one-on-one with me, and I predict something that you didn't tell me, it's because I know the behavior. I'm a narcissist. It's like there's a little narcissist spirit out there, and I'm not hunting it down. I can just see the spirit because the same spirit is in me. I see it. I tell them, I'm looking to somebody in their face on these Zoom calls, and I'm telling you, I say, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. The choice is yours to either accept this truth that I'm telling you, or the choice is yours to accept to go on the point, and think you know more about the situation than I do, then you end up getting your mind messed up and hurt more. So they, like I said, and also if they have you triangulated, like if they have you as a girlfriend and they have another girlfriend on the side or whatever, and you know about the other person, they will never end that relationship. If they are balanced, if you know that the narcissist is bouncing back and forth between two relationships, between you and somebody else, if you know it and the other person knows it, you are in competition with the other person now. Now you don't want to leave because like you feel like you are losing a prize. Like, I can't let this person win. Nope, I'm not gonna let this person win. What is the prize in that situation? If you know the narcissist has another person and the other person knows about you, what prize are you competing for? What is the prize in that situation? You win the situation. Let's say you do win, you get a lying, cheating ass narcissist. It's gonna continue to lie and cheat on you because they know what you will put up with. And the pattern continues. It's all about patterns with narcissists. It's all about patterns. If you allow the pattern to continue, it's going to continue. Point blank, period, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. That's just how it is, y'all. And I know, like I said, I know these podcasts and these videos can get extremely direct because that's how I have to be. If I sugarcoat this type of stuff, it won't get to you. It won't connect to you. It won't connect with you because I am a narcissist. I'm telling you what we are thinking. I'm telling you verbatim, point blank, period, what we are thinking. But then you get into your head, like, maybe he's lying, maybe I can fix him, maybe I can fix her. And then you get messed up even more because you didn't listen. Like I said, then I'm like, Then you hear me on the other side of the spectrum. I'm like, well, I told you, you knew what you were in for. And then, like I said, but I'm not going, I am in a no judgment zone here. I deal with narcissists. I deal with the other woman or the other man. I deal with, the parents, the kids, the brothers. I'm dealing with everybody over here, y'all. The one-on-ones, I'm killing it with these things. I'm killing it with them. I'm killing it. If Omar ever hear this, he'll get that reference right. I'm killing them with it right now. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in so much. And if you're interested in the one-on-one, there's a beacon link in this bio here. There should be a beacon link up top. You can click the beacon link. It'll take you to all my sites. It'll take you to my TikTok page. It'll take you to my YouTube page. It'll take you to my one-on-one page, my Wizios, where I do the video responses and things like that. But thank y'all so much. I'm so blessed and unbelievably thankful because I was on the doctors and the message of self-awareness, the message of the, healing is here. Heal Talk. I'm on Narc Talk. I started off on Narc Talk, but now I ended up on Heal Talk. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm really, I'm telling y'all, I'm really, truly appreciative of this. Like and subscribe for more. Leave a positive comment because you leave a negative comment, I'm just going to ignore it. But anyways, thank y'all so much again. I'm extremely blessed and peace.